Okay, morning folks. So week two, here we are. Week two of strange circumstances. Um, so first things, just check. I hope you're all okay. Hearing from all of you year one, so that's great. Lots of really good work being sent in. I mean, there's a real plus there. So you're having to work independently and you've really had to learn fast how to do that. I know you were doing that before, but this is independent work to another level, isn't it? So really well done. Just be disciplined, because there was a couple of you that missed the deadlines this week, year one. So write down the deadlines that you've got for the week so that you know what you've got to do. Because I'm sure you're getting bombarded with emails from me and emails from your other teachers, and it's really easy to get swamped and maybe not realise what deadlines you've got on what day and at what time. So just get a bit more organised there. Just something that you might want to work on. I'm not sure if the work that you're having to do is taking you all day and you sat at your computer for a long time. I mean, if you are, just limit yourself. Don't sit there for any more than 2 hours at a time. Have a break. But my thought was, this time that you may have is a good time to get better at something. So maybe your organisation is rubbish. So kind of have a new mechanism for being organised. Maybe your written style needs a bit of work on. I mean, I would say that's for all of the year ones, because you're only year ones. Your essay styles aren't as good as maybe they need to be at the end of year two, and year twos would definitely say that it needs more practice. So after Easter, I'm going to set year ones some 20 markers. So look at what you were getting wrong and work on that. Is it that your ideas aren't clear, or is it that you're not packing enough knowledge in there? It might be that your ideas just don't flow. So, whatever it is, work on that. Even if it's some of the homeworks that I'm setting at the minute, where you're having to just do a paragraph. Just make sure your ideas are clear. Work on your weaknesses, whatever it might be. What else have I got to say to you? Yeah, I don't know about you, but it's quite hard, isn't it, to kind of get into a routine and organise your day, because all these routines that we've got at the minute are all just so different. But there's little things, isn't there, like have a time in the day when you work and have a time in the day when you don't work. Be disciplined with that. Make sure you get dressed. Don't sit there in your gym jams doing your work. Make sure you eat at meal times and you're eating good stuff. I mean, I'm hoping that you're all getting stuff from the shops now, because the shops seem to be all stocked up, which is great. Get exercise. Get outside. In fact, this weekend, Sunday, 18 degrees I spotted this morning, so I think summer might arrive for at least a couple of days, so get some fresh air. What else have I written on here? Queries. Yeah, loads of you are emailing me with queries. It's absolutely fine to do that. You might feel that they're obvious, but just email me. I'm quite happy to answer them. I might not always get back to you that day, but I will get back to you. And it is important that you do email if you don't get stuff, because I'm not going to do this stuff again. This is it. This is these topics done. Like I said last week, the next time that you will kind of be doing these topics is revision for your mock when we get back. I'm sure we'll be doing something like that. But really, the majority of you are doing fantastically. Work is coming in at a really high standard. In fact, on that, before I forget, Student of the Week, or should I say Students of the Week, are going to be Katie and Shaheen. Your work, both of you, on your Sheringham management strategy, so the hard engineering, the sea walls and the groins, etc., was fantastic. Perceptive, high level of understanding, covered all of the prompts, so really well done, you two. Right, I hope you'll notice I'm wearing pink. I'm trying to keep with the corporate WQE colours. This sweatshirt is really like the student exec team at QE wear, and it's actually my tennis one. But I thought I'll keep going with the corporate. I'm sitting, actually, you're probably looking, where is she sitting? Inside today, it's a bit chilly outside. I'm sitting in what I call my hut, but it's a summer house really, at the top of the garden. My husband bought me this? He built me this. And I do a lot of my marking up here. And the view out of the window is a field with lambs in, which is lovely. I'm very, very lucky. I might show you that next time. Next time will be in 2 weeks' time, so after Easter. So we all need a bit of a break, don't we? So make sure that you get that break over Easter. Some of you I know will be catching up, and you've got odd bits of revision notes to do year ones. But make sure you do have a break for a few days at the very least. What else do I need to tell you? Microsoft Teams. For year one, I have set you all up on Microsoft Teams. I'm not using it yet. I'm going to have a little look at that over Easter. So if I do use it, I will tell you. Ideas for stuff to do. So I mentioned a couple last week. So one of them is TED Talks. I've not had a chance to suss out some TED Talks that might be good for you to watch, but I've got a list of some other things. So I hope you are watching Race Across the World on BBC Two. I think it's 8 o'clock on a Sunday. Going down from Central America down to South America. It's a great little programme. It's teams of two, and they have enough money that would be the cost of the flight from Central America to the bottom of South America. But they're not allowed to fly. Then they haven't got any phones. They've not got any maps other than kind of a big map of South America. And they've got to get to the destination, and some of the pictures of the countries behind them is just great. So I would definitely recommend that one. What else have I thought of? Stargazer apps on your phones. I don't know if you've ever downloaded one of those, and then when it's dark at night, you kind of make your phone look at the sky, and it will tell you all of the stars. If you're into that kind of thing, you might find that interesting. Space station. So the space station, high in the sky. Orbits the Earth something like once or twice every so many minutes. But if you download or if you Google space station and your location, it will tell you when it's next flying over. So you can only see it at night. And the way to spot it is it's a very fast moving bright star, a kind of a constant moving bright star, and on the website it will tell you where to look for it in the sky, so north, east, south or west. So you'll need to know which way that is. Most of you will have a compass on your phone, but that's a great thing. When I saw it for the first time, it is quite amazing to see it shooting through the sky. It kind of goes from one horizon over your head to the other horizon, but well worth watching out for. It doesn't always fly over. Sometimes it might not fly over for another month. Webcams for the coasts. Thank you, folks, for sending me these webcams on for the coast. I will put together a top 10 probably today. Send them out. There's some great ones, really, really great ones. If any of you are going on your walks that we're allowed to go on, pictures. So I don't know, anything that you might see that you think is either geography or just anything interesting. So send them to me, and I'll put together a load of them, and then everybody can have a little look. If you're into theatre, National Theatre Live, every Thursday at 7 o'clock they're streaming live on YouTube some National Theatre productions. I don't think they're all kind of quite, high level serious theatre things. I think they've tried to pick ones that would be okay for the majority of people to watch. So I think the first one's tonight. So if that's for you, have a little look. Another programme, BBC Two. The first one was on the other night. It's called Britain Beneath Your Feet. There's only 2 of them. Watch them, really good for geographers. They even showed you, which I got quite excited about, how chemical weathering happens on limestone. So yeah, have a watch of those. Fitness, I'm sure you've heard of Joe Wicks, done lots of his workouts. If you feel like you need a bit of an incentive to get up and do something, then he does some great workouts at all different levels. He's good. So yeah, look at him. And then I'm sure that you lot, because you're all young and trendy, know about TikTok and those stupid dances that are going on. My daughter's got me doing them, keeps trying to film me, but I won't let her because I know that she'll put it online. But yeah, there's some great little kind of routines that you can do that will just get you up out of your chair and get that heart beating, which is good. Yeah, any other ideas that you're doing really would be great, and I can just pass it on, because you know these weeks are going to spin out. You know, we may be in this lockdown for more than the 3 weeks that the government initially said, which is probably a good thing. Well, it is a good thing, of course. But yeah, things to keep us occupied from you lot. I can put together a list, that would be great. So, year 2. Almost forgot year 2. How can I forget year 2, you poor things, trying to work when you know that you probably won't take the exam. I need to hear from you all, folks. I've sent you an email with all the work that I want you to do kind of before Easter or up until the end of Easter. But I need to hear from you. Just email me just to let me know how it's going. If you've not started yet, just be honest. Just send me an email saying that. But I really, really need to hear from you. Can't emphasise that enough. No, sorry, last thing. The globe. I just lift it up. I thought I'd have a bit of a spin. Oh my gosh, it's quite heavy. There we go. Get it balanced on my lap. Let's have a bit of a spin. So I have got in front of me the Arabian Sea. So find the Arabian Sea. Another bit of a spin. Oops, hit my hand there. Let's try again. Oh my gosh, it won't stop. Oh, this is quite funny. Enderby land, and it's not Enderby as in Leicestershire as we know it. Right, one more. Don't spin it quite so ferociously. Let me just spin this so I can actually see what it says. Mossel Bay, Mossel Bay, right next to Port Elizabeth. What a good name that is. Okay, folks, so that's me finished for today then. Take care. If you need anything, you know where I am. Bye for now.